Good evening, traders, and welcome to Turtle Forex. Today is August 22nd. It's about 8 p.m. on the East Coast here, and I just wanted to go over this Euro New Zealand 4-hour short trade that I've been keeping an eye on this, and it looks like we are really set up nice to take a short here on the Euro New Zealand. And what we have here is we're looking at the 4-hour Euro New Zealand chart with the strength meter for the Euro New Zealand. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this one-click trading so it's not in our way. I'm actually in a couple of positions here since yesterday, and going to be looking for a move down, and we'll pull a quick fib here. We'll be looking for a move from anywhere to around 6,800 to as low as 66.25, 66.50 or more. I don't know how far this thing's going to go down, but if you look at the last time we had this happen up in here, when we had this kind of a divergence on the strength meter, got a 100% retrace of that move. And we can go back and see that in other situations, we've had a similar retracement when we have a large divergence like that. I'm just going to go down and see where we've had that. Here's the Kiwi, way oversold. Now, not quite as overbought on the euro, but you can see the move down from that point. Now here we had it. We got a pullback, but it ended up going back the other way. But it was a tradable pullback from this point, as well as here. That was a tradable pullback of over 100 pips. And then the big one came here. And as well, here, 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 all these are tradable. Remember, guys, these are probabilities, and there's no guarantee of 150 to 300 pips. But if we historically go back, every time the New Zealand dollars dip below where it's at now, there's been a tradable pullback. Remember, the market will give you as much as it wants to give you. So I'm expecting some kind of a pullback here. Now I think we've gone back all the way into April. We haven't got any kind of pullback yet. But from this level, I'm expecting it. So I'm positioned. Some emails went out to subscribers. And from there, you could decide what you want to do, position yourself, and position the size of your position to something that's comfortable to allow to add if we get up here at around 71.50. That's 71.60. That is resistance. Let's shrink this up. And then we have some more resistance at, let me see here. That might be it, guys. Could be, yeah, that is it. 71.50, that's this resistance right here. So I'm planning on adding here and putting my stop somewhere between 50 and 75 pips above that. If we wind up getting a breakout, we might have to concede that the euro dollar, because I don't think it's going to be on Kiwi weakness, we're going to have to concede that the euro dollar is just going to decide to be strong. And so what I'm going to be focusing on here is our 4-hour. Let's stretch this chart out a little bit. One moment. So we can see some of these other crosses of the New Zealand dollar, and where there is possibly some other good trades. The New Zealand US dollar is in a similar situation, and the US dollar on these 4-hour charts tend to swing pretty nicely from above 60 to below 40, to above 60 to below 40, to above 60. The next move is below 40 on the US dollar, and we'll just go ahead and pull back so you can kind of see. We're below 40 here. Now the dollar did get a little beat up. It was a little bit of time from the above 60, below 40. It took a couple of days, but she got back up above 60, and Typically, it always does. And sometimes it takes a while. You know, below 40, above 60, down below 40. All right, we don't need to really go too deep into this, but you get the idea. So the New Zealand US dollar is also a good trade. Long. Now, I like the Euro New Zealand the best right now, and I want to get a little bit more confirmation from New Zealand. And what I'll be doing to get that confirmation is I'm going to be looking at these moving averages. This is a moving average of the strength meter. And once we see that the 10 period is coming up over the 20 period, and you can see that happened here, and let's just throw a crosshair so you can kind of get an idea, that's confirmation that we're probably going to go and make the move up. And again, there's no guarantee. We know that. We're all big boys and girls here. These are all probabilities, which doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means it could happen and has a high likelihood of happening. Adjust these charts here. Another possible play would be the New Zealand Swiss, and I'll move that chart over here for you to see. And we can see the Swissy does the same as the US and all the rest. You know, it moves from above 60 to below 40 to above 60. Next move down on the Swissy is below 40. The next move up for the New Zealand dollar is above 60. So again, and you can see this basically did the same thing the euro did, and the euro and Swiss have been pretty correlated. So if the euro works, the Swiss will work. If the euro doesn't work, the Swiss probably won't work either. So like I said, I like Euro New Zealand of all of them right now. I don't want to tangle with the US dollar with all this taper stuff and speculation going on. I would rather take my chances here with the New Zealand dollar, or I'm sorry, with the Euro New Zealand. And if I see that the Kiwi is making its move up, I will maybe add in the US dollar, maybe add in the Swiss franc to that trade, maybe add to this trade. Like I said, I'm planning on being in this one probably until the middle or end of next week. So unless we get stopped out. Otherwise, another great opportunity, in my opinion, we're going to swing over to the Euro profile real quick here on the 4-hour. And again, this would be reliant on the Euro breaking down on the strength meter to show us that it's going to go ahead and make that run back down to 40. But one that I really like outside of the Euro New Zealand is the Euro Yen, and that's what we're looking at right here. Again, we're up in an area of resistance right now. Not quite ready to jump on it yet, but the email you guys all got, I let you know. I'm really considering this. And part of me wants to just jump in right now and then add to it if it goes up to 32.82 or 32.80 where it has that resistance back here. But you all know how much I love being long the yen. And the yen is at some indicator support right here, and I think it's ready for a bounce. So same thing, if I could see this euro break down below 60 on the 4-hour and see the yen come up through 40, I think I'm going to get on this one and swing this one for a couple of days, see how it goes. But first we want to just see how the Euro New Zealand works. So that was just a quick review of what I'm looking at and where I'm hoping this goes. You guys have a great evening, happy trading, and we'll be talking to you soon.